Grenada's landscape is already showing signs of the oncoming dry season. The concern now is not just ensuring citizens have an adequate supply of water, but also the impact the expected harsh dry season could have on farmers' crops. It is with this in mind that Land Use Officer Trevor Thompson, during a recent press conference, advised farmers to be selective with the type of crops they now choose to plant.
We are assuming that there is not going to be enough water to available to irrigate all crops. So farmers should begin to become very proactive in selecting what crops they plant, as the PS said, what crops they plant. The ministry understands that it needs to do some research in terms of identifying drought-resistant varieties, and I think that's something that is a high priority, seeking to identify drought-resistant seeds and varieties of crops, so that once the outlook comes from CIMH, we can begin to ask farmers to begin to get those plants and begin to put them in the field. Because we understand that you still need to feed the nation. We still need to supply to the hotels, right? And farmers still need to have a livelihood.
The advice was given as Thompson sought to encourage farmers to manage the use of water, as well as share some measures farmers can implement during the dry season. He warned that drought-like conditions are increasing.
Drought is one of the climate impacts that has been predicted to impact Grenada and the Caribbean as a whole more frequently going forward. In fact, we have observed that over the last 15 to 20 years, the frequency of drought-like conditions at some time during the year that is affecting Grenada and other Caribbean countries is increasing. All sectors across the country will be impacted. Tourism, construction, education, etc. Because if there's no water, then a lot of these activities will shut down. And the economic impact will be great. The social impact could also be great.
Minister for Agriculture Yulon Bin Hosford said that based on forecasters' outlook, plans must be undertaken to prepare for this eventuality.
Based on the outlook, a drought warning is issued for Antigua, North Bahamas, Cayman Islands, West Cuba, Grenada, East Jamaica, and St. Kitts, with long-term drought predicted for the end of May 2019 for Antigua, North Bahamas, Cuba, Grenada, East Jamaica, and St. Kitts. As Minister, I believe that there are key actions that must be taken by stakeholders before, during, and after a drought event to prepare, respond, and mitigate the effects on the sector and farmers' livelihood.
Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.